This was the first question, and in this question, you were given a string, and you were asked to print the number of basically the subsequences uh, and the also the subsequences in which you in which subsequence you have to choose choose the values, choose the characters basically, just like the that characters make a string, and that string starts from the zero and also ends from the zero. Okay, so this was the question, and in this and how the main logic behind the question is, what you can do is you can just traverse this string, and you can just add a zero, let me explain you on the board. Let's say this is the string. So what I will do is I will just traverse this string in this fashion from left to right fashion. And what I will do is if zero come, then I will having my vector of array like thing, and I will store my answer in this. Okay. So let's say at firstly I am at this position and the zero come. So what I will do is I will just push zero at this position, and then again I will move forward and I will jump onto this zero. Again a zero come. So if again a zero come, then what I will do, I will just insert in the new position. Okay. Then again a one come. If one come, then I will insert a one in front of the zero. Okay. And then again a zero come. Then if zero come, then I will check if there exists any one. If there exists any one, then I will just push in that push at that position where there is a one before the zero. Okay. So I pushed this zero. Then one comes. Then when the one comes again, I push this one in this position. Okay. And again, when the zero comes, I will check if there are any one. Then I will push it here. Otherwise, I will push it here. Like in this case, in the case of last zero, what will happen here? This is also zero, and this is also zero, and this. So what I will do, I will just push a zero here. Okay. In this way, I will store my answer, and I am done with that part. And what case having minus one answer? In this case, the answer is minus one. When I am not able to insert one, okay. Basically, when I how we, when I will insert my one after a zero. Oh, so what if there is no zero comes and there is a one come? So if there is a one come, then what I will say? Uh, there is no zero. So just print a minus one and return from that loop. Okay. So basically this was the logic. Let's see the implementation part. Uh, this was the implementation part. Uh, yeah, I've taken a string as input, and then the string size. Then I have just a vector of array, that is adjacency of n. Vi is basically I have defined my vector of int. Okay. Then what I have taken is I have taken a stack with 0 ZE and O. Basically ZE is storing the indexes. Basically these indexes. Let's say this is I, this is J, Okay, so st is with z stack is storing the indexes. The in that let's say z is the stack, then the z stack will contain the index of these arrays. Okay, where the last element is zero. Okay, like here the last element is zero, then it will I will push this index. Let's say this index is zero and this index is one. This index is two. So I will push this index into my z stack. In this array, the last element is also zero. So I will push this element, this index j. Basically, this is one in also in my z stack, and if uh, in this order, I will also store my two in the z stack. Okay. So this if what if they its ending is from one. If it's ending from one, then I will push this index to my one stack, which is I have named O. Okay. Uh, can you repeat the logic? Okay, okay. Let me repeat the logic. So let's try run on again on this logic, on this string. Wait a second. This is the string. Okay. And in this string, what I will do, I'll just traverse this string and I will store my answer in a vector of array. Okay. Let's say this is my 2D vector. Okay. So this is my 2D vector and I have declared initially a size of n. Okay. This is the zeroth index and I have started traversing. If a zero come, then I will just push a zero here. Okay. Because I just need a sequence of 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 like this. Okay. So I've just pushed it into the vector of array. Then again a 0 come. So I have two choices. Either push here or either put, I have to create a new array in this position and I just push 0 here. Okay. So I will push here because if I push here, then two adjacent elements are zeros, which are not allowed. Okay. Then 1 comes. So when the 1 comes, I will just push in front of the 0. Okay. And then again a 0 come. Then when 0 come, I will push in front of 0, in front of 1. Sorry. Okay. Then a 1 comes. Then I push in front of 0. Then 0 come. Then I put in front of 1. Okay. Then last is also 0. So where I will put this 0? Here now, at this index. Okay. So I just push this 0 at the basically 0, 1, 2 and the second index. Okay. So any doubt in logic to anyone? When will the answer will be -1? Okay. The answer is -1 when there is a 1 come, like there is a 1 come and you do not have any zeros stored. Okay. Okay, Shreyansh. Okay. So any doubt in the logic part to anyone? It's clear to all. Okay, so let's jump on to the code. So I have created two stacks. Okay, and these stacks are basically storing the indexes. Which indexes? These indexes 0, 1, 2. Okay, indexes of the array. if the index is 0, like how why will I store my indexes? Like if the this array ends from with a 0, if this ends with a 0, then I will store this index in my ZE stack. Okay. If it is a 1, then I will store in this index in a, like here I got a 1, then I will insert this index in my 1 stack, in stack name 1. Oh, okay. Then what I did is just the implementation. I have traversed the string. If s of I is 0, then I have checked if O is empty. Then what if O is empty? Then I just created a new array, basically adjacency of j, and I have pushed back the I plus 1. Okay. And in ZD stack, I have pushed j because the last character is 0. Okay. So I am pushing a 0 and 0 index in this adjacency. And ZD में क्या push कर रहा हूँ? In ZD, I am pushing the j. Okay. And I am just doing a j plus plus. Okay. This is clear to all. This one part, this part clear to all. Okay, as part is, I have just taken if the string s of I is 0 and the O is not empty, like here is a 1. Okay, and if 0 comes, then what I will do, I have to push this 0 in front of this one now. So I have just taken the top element of O stack, and that is basically my index at which I will push my uh, push in the adjacency of index dot push back I plus 1. Okay, and I have just pushed the ZD in my ZD stack. I have just pushed a IND. Okay, what if I have a 1, s of I have a equal 1? In that case, if ZD is stack is empty, then I have just print a -1 and I have a return. Okay, so this is basically the case triangle where -1 comes. Okay, and the edge case, this also handled. I will come on this later. So basically, this is the -1 case, and else part, I have just taken out the top element of from the ZD stack and pushed into adjacency I plus 1. Okay, and in O stack, okay, I will share a code link. I'm sharing in the chat also, and will share you in the Discord also. Okay, so this is basically the logic part, and here I am checking if O is not empty. Like, is any array which is ending from a 1. So if it is ending from a 1, then also answer is -1. Okay. So in that case, I also printed a -1 and a return. Otherwise, I have just printed my adjacency list, which I have stored here. Okay. So this question clear to all? Anyone having doubt in this question? If you have any doubt, then tell me. I will discuss it again. Okay, so no doubt. So let's jump on to the second question of your daily task. It was this question, this is named alarm clock. And the question was, you have with he has n alarm clocks. Vitalia has n alarm clocks, and every alarm clock ring during exactly 1 minute. Okay, and characterized by one integer ei. Basically, the number of minutes after midnight. Okay, so and you have to find out if during m consecutive minutes, if at least key alarm clocks will begin ringing, then you have to stop that alarm clock. Okay, and find out the minimal number of alarm clocks. Vitali should turn off to sleep all next day. Now all alarm clocks are turned on. Okay, so I think question सबने read किया होगा. Okay, so let's come on to the logic part. Hmm. Basically, here are the array of I is denoting the minutes number of मतलब uh, after how many time he has uh, alarm. Here let's um, here n m and k, basically n m and k, and you are given an array. Okay, and this array is denoting the now after how much minutes he has set the alarm at array I minutes. Okay, so like I just see this case 351. So what I will do in this case, I will just sort the array, and I can do it using two pointer, or I can use a stack or a queue. Okay, can't understand question. Okay, so let me read this. Have you read the question before? Okay, okay. You have not read the question before. Okay, so let's just read the question. Uh, Pitaliya sets an alarm clock to wake up tomorrow, and every alarm clock rings exactly 1 minute. Okay, and by one integer AI. Basically, AI is denoting the number of minutes after midnight at which it rings. Okay, and every alarm clock begin ringing at beginning of the minute and rings during whole minute. Okay, and Vitaly will definitely wake up if m consecutive minutes if m consecutive minutes have at least key alarms. If at least key alarms ring in that m minutes, then Vitaly will wake up, and we have to stop that alarm uh, so that the Vitalya can't wake up. Okay, so pay attention that Vitalya considers the alarm clocks which begins ringing during given period of time. He doesn't consider alarm clocks which start ringing before. Okay, blah blah blah. And then he's saying to find out the number of alarm clocks Vitalya should turn off. Okay, Vitalya to sleep all next day. Okay. In Hindi, I can't explain because in Hindi is not allowed. Okay, question clear है ना? Is the question clear to you? I will explain the logic. You can read the question. Basically, you are given n clocks. Let's draw here. Okay. You are given n clocks. Let's say these clocks are there, and you are given after how many minutes this will ring. Okay, so let's say this will ring after 1 minute, this will ring after three, this will after four, and this will after five, and this will after seven. Okay, and you are given a m and a k. Okay, basically if the in m consecutive minutes at least k clocks ring, then what then a boy will wake up. Okay, other and you have to try to stop minimum number of alarm clocks so that the boy can't wake up. This is the question. Okay. So if m is equal to 3 and k is equal to 2, current time is 1. Okay, then we need to turn off alarm if array is 1 comma 4. If m is equal to 3, you are given m is 3 and the k is 2. If m is 3 and k is 2, uh, basically in 3 consecutive minutes, and you are given at least, okay. So this will start ring at 1 and 1 will rank, then 2, then 3. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3 minutes will end and 4 will start. Okay. So this will, we can do this. We no need to turn off any alarm in this case. Okay. So let's just come on to the logic part. So the logic is of two pointer. What I can two pointer, basically I will be using the queue, and my queue will maintaining the alarm clocks which will be ringing, and in that queue I will not push the off alarm clocks. Okay. So what I will do is I will just traverse from, firstly I will sort the array and I will start traversing. Okay. After sorting, what I will do, let's say if the queue is empty, initially my queue is empty, then I will push my first element. Okay. And if the elements in the queue, like let's just see my code, then use my code here. So here are I have taken NMK and an array input. Okay. I have just sorted the array and I have taken a queue. Okay. So what I will do, initially I will push an element in the queue because initially my queue is empty. So I'll just push that element. Okay. And after pushing that, I will come on to the next element. When I will come on to the next element, what I will do, if the array I minus q dot front is basically greater than equal to m. Okay. If my window is like, if my sliding window is greater than m, then I will just starting popping the elements from the queue, because in consecutive m minutes I need the how many clocks I will need to be turned off. Okay. In this case, what I will do, just I will pop out all the elements till the my array I minus q dot front is greater than equal to m. Okay. Any doubt in this loop? Okay. Then what I will do, if q dot size is greater than equal to k minus 1. Okay. So in this case, I will need to turn off my alarm. Yes or no? When my q dot size, if I have all my elements and I have reached the limit that if I push an element, that this will set my queue size to be k, and I don't want to be ring all the k clocks in the consecutive m seconds. Okay, so in that case, what I have did is I have just did a answer plus plus, and I have turned off that alarm clock, and I have not pushed into my queue. Okay, otherwise, if my q dot size is not greater than equal to k minus 1, then in that case what I will do, I will just push it into my queue. Okay, so basically this is the logic behind this question, and this is my implementation. Anyone having doubt in this question? Okay, let's run on the test case. Let's say This is the test case. Okay. So after sorting, this is basically, let's say this is the test case. One, two, three. In this test case, let's look m is equal to m is 3, m is 3, and k is 3, also 3. Okay. So what I'll do in this, I have a 1. I will have my q. I will push a 1. Okay. Then I am coming to 3. I will check if 3 minus 1, basically 3 minus q dot top, okay, array minus q dot top is greater than equal to m or not. So m is 3. So I will not pop any element. Okay. I will not pop any element and I will check that if condition. Uh, that if condition what says I can push this 3 into my q or not. Okay. So if the q dot size, basically if q dot size is 1 and it is less than equal to k minus 1, basically k minus 1 is 2. Okay, so I will say that I can push this 3 into my queue. Okay, and basically saying this 3 will also rank. Okay, this clock will also rank after 3 minutes. Okay, well, then I will come on to this 4. Okay, I will come on to this 4, and what I will do is in this 4, for this clock, what I will do, I will just check for this clock, see what is the what I if I pop this or not. So 4 minus top element, basically first in first out operation to था. So this one y q dot size and area minus q dot front greater than equal to m. Okay, so I just check this that part. 4 minus 3 is greater than equal to m. That condition not satisfied. Okay, so in that condition, I will check my one basically. क्योंकि first in first out है, so I will pop out this. Okay, so I will just check 4 minus 1, sorry, and that 4 minus 1 is greater than equal to m 3. Okay, so this is 3 is equal to 3, so I will pop it out. Okay, so what I will do, I will just pop a 1 here from here, and I will check for the 4 where I have to I have to put it into my queue or not. Okay, so just like a two pointer, basically, let's say it's just like a normal two pointer. Ki if I am here to here, if I have to basically I and j, then in this window, and the window size is of m. The window size means this element minus this element. Okay, if it is m, then what I will do, I will just check how many uh, are how many clocks will be ringing in that time period. If it's greater than k, then I will just do a answer plus plus. Okay. So any doubt? What is the condition of popping? Okay. I will pop when my array I minus q dot front is greater than equal to m. Basically, uh, in my window, I am just targeting m consecutive minutes. Okay. So if I have more than m consecutive minutes, then I start popping element from the queue. Like, let's say the case is uh, 137 again. I have to take that part. Then I have like one, 1, 3, 5, 7. So I have pushed 1, I have pushed 3, then I came to 5. Then I will check if it is in my window or it is in my window, and if 3 clocks are ringing in that time period, and I just want, I have to uh, ring only 2, then in that case I will do my answer plus plus. And when it reaches my target M, such that in 3 minutes में, in 3 minutes, in this window is consisting of 3 minutes. If it exceeds these 3, then I will start popping out from my queue. So 1 will be popped out, 3 will be popped out. In this fashion, the elements will be popped out. Okay. Any doubt, Navneet? Yeah. Okay. So anyone having doubt in these two questions? Is these 3 questions clear to all? Sorry, 2 questions clear to all? Okay. Okay, I will share both the codes in 5 minutes. Any doubt? No. Okay. So let's just wrap up the session. Okay, I will share the code. I'm sharing the code. Wait a second. Yeah, I shared both the codes. If you have any doubt, let me know. S of I, S of J क्या है? In which question? In this question? S of I is basically the string character at that ith character, and J is basically S of I is okay. Now it's clear or not? Now voice is coming from background. Is my voice clear? Okay, okay. So basically, S of I is the ith character of the string, and what is J? J is the index of the adjacency list. Okay, I've just created the adjacency list vector of array, and like this, this is my vector of array like this, this, and this is my vector of array, and it had indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what is my J? Initially, my J is 0, then I have pushed a 0, and again a 0 come, then I will increment my J, and J will become 1, and I'll push a 0 here. Okay, and here this is 2, then again 0 come, then I will just increment it to 2, and then again push a 0 here. Now it's clear what is SISJ. This is SISJ. Question 2 on 1 4 1 1. Okay, 1 after sorting this will become 1 1 1 4. Okay, let me see the question again. 2 again. Question. Order. Basically, you have taken the wrong test case because the sequence will contain distinct integers. Yes, yeah. So here it is written that you have to take distinct integers because no clock will ring at same time. You can just take different test case. Is this part clear? Why you have taken the wrong test case? Okay, k is equal to 1, m is equal to 4, n is equal to 1. What's this use? This is the PBDS. Uh, you can learn PBDS, basically policy based data structures है ये. Ordered set जो होता है. You can learn it from Priyansh video from YouTube. Secret data structure. Okay. I meant k equal to 1, m is equal to 4, n equal to 1, and array is 1. Okay. Array is 1, and so if the array is 1, then why you will stop? Only k is equal to 1, m is equal to 4 in consecutive 4 minutes, and at 1 minute it will start ringing, and okay. So yeah, he will wake up now if this uh, this clock will ring. If this clock will ring, then he will wake up. So answer is my one because I have to switch off this clock. Is this part clear? Okay, nice. M is 4. Yeah, M is basically denoting the in consecutive M minutes. So in consecutive 4 minutes, this will this one clock will ring. So he will wake up. But this clock will ring only for the first minute. Yes, this will uh, ring in only 1 minute. No, no, he has given that if at least K alarm clocks begin ringing in that M consecutive minutes, then you have to switch off that clock. Basically, you in 4 minutes, in 4 consecutive minutes, one clock is ringing, and he knows that if at least one clock will ring, then he will wake up. So I have to switch off that clock. Pratisha. Okay, so clear है सभी को? Anyone having doubt in any question? No. Okay. So let's wrap up the session. Okay. Bye bye.